Okay, great. Now we're in CRA. Call this meeting to order at 2:12. Moving into our regular agenda, item number 1.
Approval of the minutes. I'll make a motion to approve item number 1.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, great. Item number 2, approve a resolution adopting the Utah County Community Reinvestment Agency Quicksilver Solar Community Reinvestment Project Area Plan and Budget. Ezra's not here. Eileen, are you giving any background there? Bryce, is Bryce here?
Anybody?
Great. So this is another solar project out in the western part of the county. And the board held public hearings, what was that, 2 or 3 weeks ago? There were no comments made during the public hearing. And so now also the plan, the draft plan, the draft budget were made available in the administrator's office for the last 30 days at least, which is required by statute. I imagine nobody came in to request a copy of those. So now it's right for the commissioners to, the CRA, to adopt the plan and the budget. Then the next step would be to go and contact taxing entities and talk about tax increment financing levels.
So help me with that, because I have not been engaged in this. They haven't engaged me, so I'm not approving any tax increment today from the county's perspective. They'll need to engage as a member of the commission.
Correct. Yeah, nothing is binding today. There is a budget which would anticipate certain levels of tax increment financing.
So that's vesting with an approval today?
I don't think it's binding on the county though. This is just the CRA suggested budget, but that can be amended and fixed as we go through and
so this is assuming if there is a CRA, this is what the budget would be used for, but it doesn't actually.
Okay, so negotiating the percentage or cap and all those things will come later.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So the CRA would enter into interlocal agreements with all of the taxing entities.
So this is just opening the table for discussion.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, there is a budget, but it does not paint you into a corner on levels and things of that sort.
Okay.
The other aspect with us setting a budget is it's ensuring that, like, when we go to those negotiations, we can say we need an administrative fee because we have a budget that administrative fee needs to pay for it.
Okay.
We don't want existing.
And I saw that. So I've never had any discussions regarding percentages or caps or any of that. So that will come later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel much better.
Yeah, those are negotiated during the interlocal process.
Perfect.
This just makes sure that we have a budget as we're doing those negotiations, saying, look, this is our minimum that we can accept.
And likewise, is this very similar to Faraday?
Yes. Yeah. Very similar to Faraday. Yep.
And I know we spent plenty of time discussing perhaps the desanctioning when that happens in 30, 40 years and what we do with that and hold either money in escrow or bonding. That element will come later as well.
Decommissioning bonds.
Yeah, well, technically that's not really part of this process. I think we had brought that up with Faraday because it was a land use issue. I'm not sure if any of our community development friends remember that discussion or have anything to add on that. At this point, hopefully we've addressed that and we have a policy in place about the bonding issue, and that's all sort of going to happen administratively.
Yeah, then we wouldn't have to
in my
negotiate.
Board of Adjustments Planning Commission days, it was a hot topic then.
Yeah,
I think they fixed it.
Yeah, so we don't even have to negotiate that. It's just that's part of the policy. You shall have that.
Yeah, that shouldn't really be part of the discussion through the CRA. That should be a discussion through the land use, the getting a building permit, getting all of that through the community development. Hopefully we're in a good place there, and I think we probably are.
Driving around with the mayor of Fairfield last week for quite some time. I think there's some issues that are still lingering from just lessons learned from the prior one. So we may want to address those when an opportunity comes about.
I think that's great. If you've got those lessons learned, I think that's fantastic. I agree. As we go through the interlocal, when it gets to the point to do the interlocal, I would really appreciate if you would bring those forward so that we can work on those. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that so we can get those lessons.
Yeah, I just realizing some of that may need to come through community development efforts through the land use ordinance.
Yeah, and I like the idea of putting it in the land use ordinance so it's not negotiated every time. It's a great point. Okay, I feel comfortable approving item number 2. I'll make that motion.
I can second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and now it's time for public comment. Anybody in the public that would like to address the CRA?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, great. We will hold tight for one more switch over.